Time to brush up on basics. The thing I skipped to go straight into painting cats and galaxies and landscape. Welcome to the Untalented Copycat, a channel where I learn watercolor from scratch while navigating aphantasia, which simply means I can't picture anything in my mind. And to guide me on my journey, every other week, I follow along with tutorials from artists who know what they're doing. This is the wet on wet. You just drop colors on wet paper. Then it's the wet on dry. This is called a gradient. It's a smooth transition. Then we have the dry brushing. And I think that's what I used on episode 1 with the sand. This is called lifting. This one is masking. You can use masking fluid, and I think I do want to try this more. And this is called negative painting. But towards the end, my paper did not want any more paint. It just got glossy, and I was just painting on top of dry paint. It did not look good. Not a good experience. And here I'm trying a gradient, but with 2 colors. And then salt. You sprinkle it on the wet paint and it pulls the pigments away as it dries, leaving this little starburst texture behind. This one I actually loved. Dropping water into wet paint and watching it bloom. Beautiful, no control needed. The paper was buckling a little, so the drops kept sliding down, so maybe I need to look into why. Now, Emma's part of the tutorial, brushstrokes. The actual physical motion of moving paint across the paper. Pressure, angle, how much water, every single one of these is a decision I've been making by accident for 4 episodes. I feel like all I have done so far is drop paint onto wet puddles and watching it mix, or sweeping the brush like you do with the broom back and forth. Here I'm hopefully learning to be more intentional. While I keep practicing this, I want to ask you something. Have you ever gone back to learn the basics of something after already being a few steps in? Maybe you picked up a hobby, jumped straight into the fun part, and only later realized you skipped the boring fundamental stuff. Tell me in the comment, what was it and did going back help? Here's the one that messed with my head a little. The more pressure you apply, the less paint you actually leave behind, which feels backwards. I would have assumed pressing harder means more paint, not less. And then the S stroke. Turns out I really need to brush up on this one. Literally. I don't think one practice round fixes 4 episodes of not knowing this. But now, at least, I understand better what went wrong, instead of just knowing that something did. If you think this episode was worth it even without a finished painting, that's exactly what the like button is for. It tells me whether episodes like this are worth doing again. Here are my practice pages. No finished painting, no side-by-side reveal, just brush strokes and washes. But for me, they are priceless, and they taught me things. The main thing I learned, there's so much more I don't know, but I don't feel as clueless as I did before this episode, and that's not nothing. If anything, this made me a better beginner, because now I actually know that I don't know. Next episode, I'm putting all of this to use. Subscribe and hit the bell if you want to see whether any of this actually shows up in the painting. See you next time, where I will paint a pretty flower.